It's a rather windy day and I'm at the Evans Lookout car park in Blackheath, and I'm planning on doing the Grand Canyon walk, which means that I'll be walking from here to the Neate Glen car park and then down through the canyon, returning here. I gather from the cars here there's probably a few other walkers out there too. I've reached the Neate Glen car park. Track down into Neate Glen and the Grand Canyon is opposite. And that's the way through to Blackheath. We've come, of course, from the opposite direction. And so down into the valley we go. We're beginning to leave the upland vegetation behind, and for the first time up ahead of us we see ferns in plenty, and the track starts to go down into pockets of rainforest. The track's now approaching the junction of this little creek that we've been following, coming down to the main stream, Greaves Creek. Well, we've reached Greaves Creek, and the crossing from here on we head downstream into the canyon. Upstream it's no go, that's all Sydney Waters country up there. Well, we're in the tunnel. It's not very long, but it's almost completely dark in the middle. And we come out to the sound of falling water. And here's the source of the sound. For the first time today, the sun has come out. This is the entry point into the deeper part of the canyon, where of course those who are true canyoners, which I'm not, will go down. to emerge further on. Well, the water is far below. Even looking right across the edge, you can't see it from here. The creek is so far below now that you can hardly hear the water. You can hear the wind better than the water. And down there somewhere is Greaves Creek. Well, we could be anywhere in the Blue Mountains now. The creek is way down underneath us there. And very soon this track will begin to descend. Nice sunny spot here. Just as the track goes down. And I've decided this will also be my lunch stop. We're descending into a tributary creek, and then of course we'll go down to the main canyon again shortly. Well, we're now down to the level of Greaves Creek again. Instead of going directly down to Evans Lookout, we'll just have a brief look up the canyon here. We've reached the junction with the Rodriguez Pass track. It's not a great distance downstream to Beecham Falls, but we won't be doing that one today. That's if the track's even open. Well, from here it's uphill to Evans Lookout. This part of the track has been called the Fernery for a long time. Apart from a few trees, you've got to look hard to see anything except ferns. We're coming out of the rainforest. It's getting much brighter and the ferns are getting fewer. And up through that crack and above I can see the first gum trees. This is where the rainforest begins. We're right at the point where there are a lot of Blue Mountains ash trees just above us here, and we'll climb up out of this different environment, this different world down here. Well, this is where we've just come from. And here we are at the edge of the cliff, looking down into the Gross Valley. A little to the right of that spot is the beginning of the horse track, an old route down into the valley, which certainly National Parks and Wildlife doesn't maintain, nor I don't think anybody else does. But it's still used. This is the last part of the climb now, coming up to Evans Lookout.